Right.
Right,
So what are you doing?
this is going to be a copper hammered Bronze Age style cuff bracelet with curled ends. And what I'm doing at the moment is flattening out the metal on the ends so it'll be easier to make into a nice rounded shape. And this particular one is being made at Century Circle, which is a rather special place with a lot of interesting positive energy around the place. And when you heat metal up, it loses its magnetic structure, and then as it cools it absorbs the energies of the place and captures it forever as a little bit of essence of the place. So this is going to be quite special.
Not to mention the odd blood sacrifice.
A little bit of blood, but you know, that's the way of the world. You get nothing for nothing, and the gods of metalwork demand their sacrifice in blood, sweat and sometimes tears. But before we do anything else with it, we're going to put a nice bit of texture on it.
And what are you using to texture it?
My tiny little toffee hammers, as I call them, little textured hammers with different shaped points on them. These ones put nice little horizontal lines in, and I've got some that come to a point and make little dents. So this one is going to be hammered all the way along the length.
Get a bit closer, just try and see the...
And it just puts little bites into the metal. And as we work along it, we get a bit of interesting pattern developing. And we repeat that on 3 sides, because for a cuff you don't do it on the inside, because that potentially roughens the metal and could make it irritating next to the skin, so we keep it smooth on the inside. Trade secrets being given away.
Ooh. How long does it normally take you to make a bracelet like this?
It varies a little bit depending on complexity, but probably about half to 3/4 of an hour to make one like this. But the technique is a very ancient one, been around for thousands of years, ever since mankind developed metal smelting. The tools have changed very little over the years. We have iron and steel. They might have used bronze, copper, stone, but basically it's the same thing. And the only trouble is when you hit metal, it bends, not necessarily the way you want it to bend, and it also gets harder. You might be able to see it starting to bounce and spring a bit. That's because as you hit it, it fixes the metal in its shape. So when I've finished hammering this, I'm going to have to heat it again to soften it, because otherwise it makes it very hard to bend into a bracelet shape. You need to do enough hammer strokes to overlap them, otherwise it looks weird. There's strange little gaps in it. And another set up here. You see it bending, taking on a weird curve as it bends towards where you hammer it. But also the hammer strokes need to be random, because if you do them too regular it looks more like a machine made thing, which is not what we're after. Last little bit here. You see it gets very stiff when it's been hammered. What I need to do now is hammer the other side and then cook it again.
So, when this is finished, where can people go to see it?
Well, they can visit us at one of the many places that we trade at, or they can buy them online at runecastcopper.com, our newly created online store, which we're busy promoting like mad at the moment. So,
And on YouTube?
yes, they can see it on YouTube, and we'll link it off our website, and they'll also be available on Etsy as well, so plenty of places you can buy it, and lots of different ways you can give us your money as well.
So we'll post pictures of the finished product.
We will.
You can see those on Facebook first, and then Instagram, or you can have a look on the website. But for now, see ya.
Bye for now.